that's it. That's all you're going to see from him.
Here you go, Alliance. Alliance perhaps the scariest level 1 team. They always have some shenanigans going on.
And I think Cloud9, whenever they've been on Dire side, they do the exact same thing. They try and get into this area. Nice toss cogs combination, but Ace is going to be able to get away from those cogs pretty quickly. It was a good setup, but now Loda's going to be caught on the backlines here as Noya managed to get a good roll in. They're trying to finish him off and toss forward. Noya's trying lower, but they do manage to get the first blood with Rise picking up the kill on Loda, and Yonosafan may die as well. He pops a Fairy Fire, will manage to get out. hestejoe dealing with these two supports, but a roll onto EGM, nails him, and Alliance had shenanigans up their sleeves, yes, but are immediately shut down by Cloud9 with their positioning. They were well prepared.
End of him without a TP scroll, there's not really a good escape.
Holding on to the glimpse, it looks like he's just going to wait for the kinetic field or not use anything at all and just let his teammates beat up Yonosafan and keeps all of his mana intact. So there is the third kill of the game after our treacherous first blood, where Alliance started off with quite a bad lead. C9 seemed to be doing pretty well for themselves in the laning phase. The real glimmer of hope does seem to be Limp's performance in mid, where he's picking up so much CS, thanks in large part to Hanskin. Toss back, nicely played. Baby Knight still able to play around this one, it looks like. Half HP. He's going to receive a blast. Maybe he's actually going to die here with the toss and the combination. He does actually go down. So, very nicely played combo there from Limp and the boys. Line up for Loda. We'll see if the Vengeful Spirit's a pretty active carry, I think, for the most part. See if they try and move him around. Where Yonosafan does have the cogs up, but he should be going down here. I thought maybe in that instant where Cloud9, they've been pressuring this tower so much, maybe they'd rotate this this Vengeful Spirit and Coddle down to the bottom lane, try and punish any over-aggression, but doesn't come out from Alliance, at least not quick enough anyway. Yonosafan does go down.
Yeah, Loda didn't have a TP, and I think the IO,
GM gets caught.
Player canceled his TP. Yeah.
Nice read.
That's the
Noya.
problem. Like that, you cancel that TP. You know, if anyone tries to TP in on that aggression, it's going to be that extended duration. Now they're going to leave the two, actually leave Luna Viper at the mid lane while the Enigma heads back to the off lane, which is kind of interesting that the two pushing carries are off on their own. I feel like this is something Alliance could try and capitalize on.
Well,
they've ganked up Loda. Yeah.
Maybe it was a bit of a bait there. Maybe expecting the two supports to naturally be behind the important cores, that they end up catching Loda. And with a pickoff like that, maybe this actually gives them a free tower without their cores. I don't know. That's a pretty big Enigma army he's got going on.
Yes. That's one of the great things about the Enigma, when you can just push towers by yourself if left alone, and this tower's at least going to get down fairly low. But Alliance are ready to make a move.
There's the blink reveal
from the cores. There we go, yeah.
Limp already taking down Rise.
They can still fight this Cloud9 if they want to re-engage.
C9, but a C9 1-2, they can take this mid and rotate or push for more. We'll have to see what their decision is. Yonosafan missing the hook. Noya sidesteps that one. See if he can get the roll away as well. Blinding Light pushes him back. And it's actually going to be C9 on the offensive here. Nice purge creep, slowed down with the stun comboed up. EGM is going to be left for the fishes here. 7-2 now, 14 minutes in. Cloud9 defend their tower, find a pickoff, and Alliance are going to have last. Not quite getting the range needed there. And tier 2 tower.
Tiny's used his combo mid, so he's low in mana. Then they're not fighting this one.
Good kick in from Noya. That was I think that was a bit of a blind roll. Maybe he had enough vision, or maybe he just guessed it out.
Get a tower. They lose a tier 1 mid, so Alliance, I think, making the best of that situation, but it's still isn't looking.
Can he get the hook afterwards? Oh, he needed the hook afterwards. No, maybe with the stun and the relocate, they can still get Rise. He's trying to run himself away, blink to the wrong direction from Limp, but it doesn't matter too much. Still in range for the Avalanche, and that will be a pickoff, but a small pickoff at that. Manages to survive.
Yep.
Oh, Loda. He didn't see this TP coming in. He's going to be slowed down enough that this TP in from the Earth Spirit will be enough to find another kill for Cloud9.
That's casualty you don't want to see on the Alliance side. Loda's ability to kind of transition to the late game is going to be key for them, and he gets picked off once more. So
relocate for hestejoe.
He's tanky though. He's got a Vanguard.
Yeah, he really is. It does not look like Alliance have enough damage to be able to bring him down the toss up, but now, if anything, it could be Alliance who are in trouble. They had a glimpse ready to go, but didn't actually try anything. Instead, it's going to be a glimpse back into mid lane, where they're going to be caught by Ace with his Eclipse ready to go. Looks like they managed to pick up one. There's the glimpse back, and they'll be able to get Limp as well. So Cloud9, a very clear and just well-executed strategy. Crimson Guards, it's going to be coming in soon.
Yes.
Have to wonder if he gets a pipe after that, how Alliance... Oh, nice toss back there. Good positioning. That'll be an instant blow up onto Noya, but Limp is still going to be caught. They need to relocate out. They will get it. Oh, the glimpse. It was actually almost perfectly timed to be able to still pull Limp back, but instead the relocate perseveres. Now Loda mans up against Baby Knight and Ace. Doesn't really have too many options. Does get a jump in from Limp that combos in, but they don't really bring anybody low enough. Now the Static Storm laid out. Yonosafan trying to find his way towards Ace, who's now burnt out of mana. Yonosafan, though, is probably going to be caught here. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. Nice Blinding Light pushback, and Alliance are actually fighting this out pretty respectively. They've already taken one. Now the jump back in from Yonosafan. They get the kinetic field out, though, and that'll prevent a lot of that aggression. Alliance... it looks like they're just a bit too low. Baby Knight's going to be hitting so damn hard with this Nether Toxin. They're chased away once again. They're trying desperately to make this clutch in and out play blink out, but a glimpse right back in, and Limp is the one who's caught. We're trying to play this back and forth game with a Disruptor. You've got Spirit the other day, and I said it's the best Aghanim Scepter that never gets built. And I think in some ways correctly, right? Core Vengeful Spirit can't really go for an attempt here to kill EGM. Looks like they'll catch him. The glimpse back will stop that TP, and he'll be left for Baby Knight to finish off. But yeah, it looks like Loda's going to be trying to go for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, it seems like one of those items where possible. Loda's actually been scattered by a ward here. He needs to get out as soon as possible. Doesn't look like he realizes there's all these heroes coming his way.
Loda silenced up. Blast comes through, trying to give him a little bit of extra help here, but now with that damage over time, refreshed up, rises here as well, so even if Loda could get away, there'd still be a glimpse to pull him right back in. 14-4, 22 minutes in, Cloud9 holding almost a 70. Reach this point where you're like, well, we can't actually, we've done all the objectives so early, there's not much left to do but kind of farm and wait for a better opportunity to go high ground. Limp may be caught here, the relocate it is perfectly timed, so Hanskin probably just gave up his life to save Limp.
Is unfortunate, but yep. There's a creep wave, but no escape. Yeah, they just don't seem to be farmed enough yet to break high ground. Like, you look at Luna and you think, like, high ground push.
Yonosafan and a relocate, I'm sure, is they need every bit of help they can get to be able to kill this tanky core of Cloud9.
He sees the Centaur.
Spotted, gets hit by the hook. They're going to be able to bounce him back. They are not actually having the quick reaction there. Limp is finally here. They will get the damage out into Baby Knight, but he force staffs himself deeper into the trees. Hanskin dropping lower and lower. He needs to be able to stay alive for the relocate out. Now it's Alliance stuck inside the trees with a Static Storm on top of everything else. And Baby Knight survives. Triple kill for him off of that one, killing all.
Survive everything, but able to get there in time and keep him alive, and suddenly Alliance are in all sorts of trouble.
Nice blink forward there from Noya. Even if he misses the stun, he allows the glimpse to be able to find the kill. Instead, Baby Knight looks to be able to kill Hanskin. Already a buyback in from EGM. Cloud9, they weren't really sure about going high ground so early before, but with two pickoffs like that, and last remaining seconds of the Aegis, now that it's gone, though, a swap back, a toss back deeper. Baby Knight may be deep, tanky, but can he actually survive? On the side of Alliance, I thought maybe a gem had already been picked up on Cloud9, because you see the map's just completely dark, but they just haven't had the opportunity to be able to push out and get any wards down. Yonosafan's going to be able to find one onto Rise, or not. Glimmer Cape and a Force Staff save from Baby Knight, so I thought maybe, you know, like, oh, Rise run saves have begun to peck away, and not just the range of melee racks, but also some of the backline heroes as well. Force Staff forward. Baby Knight gets out of position there of the swap attempted by Loda. He's going to be forced to turn and fight, though, as the kinetic field blocks his retreat. Backed away. Baby Knight. Oh, nice black hole. hestejoe finally comes in with a big one, and the relocate out. Not going to be quick enough there from Hanskin, so the GG is called. Alliance, they saw the end of this game coming. And they tried to form one last hurrah, but I think a lot of this we can say, Gods, you think it comes down to draft?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to draft. I mean, Alliance had a draft